exercise, either of the mind or the body, can really disillusion you of this ignorance and give you the real life. Because the very means and medium through which a man works is physical, is growth. And God is something beyond. He is beyond our imagination, conception, our body. This growth was. The entire universe is divided by MeherBaba into three parts. One is the growth, another is the matter, and third is the mental. We experience these three worlds. But we only experience an infinitesimal part of these three worlds. We are only conscious of these three worlds indirectly. We have a physical body to experience the growth world. We get the energy of vitality to sustain our body. That vitality and energy we do experience in our life, that comes from the second world. It is full of energy. The third that we get, the imagination, the feeling, all these emanates from the mental world. We see only the end part of it. We do not know the entire mental world. It is far above, it is far big, very huge compared to the growth. Now, we come to the point where these different physical exercises are really of no avail, including the yoga exercises. They give you some good results, undoubtedly. If you take exercise, you become physically strong and healthy. If you do certain yoga practices, you get the result of it. But to say that one can get God realization or know the real self through yoga or any other practice, it is a misnomer. MeherBaba says it is not possible at all, because the very means and mediums through which you want to advance, you can't exceed it. You need the blessings, the grace, the power, and the love of the avatar, of the perfect master. That alone you can break the shackles of your ignorance, break the bondage of your ignorance, and become ever free. So, there are three consciousnesses. One is the physical, another is the subtle, and another is the mental. The God is beyond. Also, God is in these three consciousnesses also. But God as universal being is beyond these. Now, when you are in sound sleep, you are oblivious of everything. When you come to a deep state, you have certain experiences. What are those experiences? When you enjoy a waking consciousness as we are doing now, it is the most his own life, his own living. It is his own life. It is his knowledge. Well, the only thing that caused me, that made me go to MeherBaba, was love. When I first came in contact with him, and when I saw the exuberance of love from him, I compared that love with the other small loves of my life, the love of my mother for me, the love of my father for me, the love of my love for them, my love for my sister, and so forth. I really came to the conclusion that all these loves put together were absolutely ready to introduce compared to the love that Baba has for me. So this love cannot come from a man. It was just the day before that I contacted him. And I could see the love emanating from him, coming from him. And I was absolutely taken away. And there is no logical explanation about it at all. The more you try to enter into logic or ask yourself questions about love, the more you will say to make it clear for yourself. It is a matter of feeling. It is a matter of experience. All we can say that I love a person, I embrace her. I feel so near me, he feels me so near, These are the only expressions. These are the consequences of love. You cannot really explain what love is. So that which is unexplainable is the quality of God, is the attribute of God. And on this attribute we can build up our life. Our intellect is very small. Although we give a great place to this intellect, a great position to this intellect, it is never enough for us. When the question of God, when the question of self-realization concerns, is concerned. Somebody would ask me a question without intellect, how can a man live? The whole world depends upon intelligence, and intelligence life to be there. It has an importance, it has a place. I would just give a small analogy where intellect is placed. Suppose we have just an analogy. We have a human body. And we have our feet, we have our heart, we have our mind, we have our head. So feet has a role to play, and it's important. Without feet we cannot walk. We cannot catch ourselves from place to place. But if feet were supposed to be feet, would be equated to our intellect. And our heart to love. Then, which is more important to us? Two. Only one of you. Take out. Creating circumstances for yourself to know about Meher Baba and derive the greatest joy of your life in its purest form, in its highest form, and get his love. He who is the highest of the high. It is not easy for a man to come out and say, I am the highest of the high. I do not see any powerful man of the world or the latest vagabond would ever have the guts to come out and say that you and I am not two, we are one. I am highest of the high, I am God realized. I am the avatar of the age. I do not think Meher Baba gets anything after he makes such declarations time and again. He just finds himself only calling himself for the same. I really think today that you would have a greater following. But the truth has to come out. Not that you will not have a very large following in time to come. But the truth has to come out. Baba used to say that I have to truthfully reveal what I am. And I am nothing but the personification of God. And personification of God, the avatar is always one. He was the same in the form of Zarathustra. He was the same in the form of Rama, Krishna, Buddha, Christ, Muhammad, and Meher Baba. There are no two avatars in the world. And whatever you will hear about the avatar through other sources, the meaning may be quite different. It is not the reference of this avatar about which I say today that Rama was avatar, Krishna was avatar, Muhammad was avatar, Meher Baba is the avatar. For the matter of that, Meher Baba said every one of you is the avatar. But every one of you is the avatar. The meaning of avatar is a difference coming down the head. The soul comes down to the human form. We have also all come down. But he comes down to that power, that knowledge which lives. You and I come down in our ignorance. That is a great difference. So, Meher Baba said everyone is an avatar. In one sense or the other. But I am the avatar in all sense of the term. All senses of the term. So we have to understand the concept of this avatarhood. And there is no word which represents comprehensively the entire creation and God Himself. God is God in the abstract. According to the explanation of Baba, is completely detached from illusion and from the creator. He God
I mean, I told you, living together like brothers and sisters, it's all right. But living together, as you say, and have sex relations also with each other, on even whoever he likes,
I mean,
is not in the spirit of Baba.
the days of the ashram, would Baba have the women and women separate, or do you have them together at any time?
Well, it is in India. It's not generally practiced that way that men and women live together.
But
Together in the same house, they may live together, but in different rooms. Married people may live in different rooms. Unmarried women may live in different rooms, unmarried men may live in different rooms. But unmarried men and women, they don't live together.
But how would Baba handle the men and women personally that were close to him?
Same way. Same way. Baba never allowed, men and women to live together in a single house. When it was absolutely necessary in tours or, then even separate rooms were given.
So Baba always had separate quarters for men
Yes,
and women.
yes.
They were always kept distant.
They were always kept at a distance, yes. And of course, it was Baba, in order that even a thought should not come to Baba's people about sex, living together.
Not even the thought.
Not even, that should not come. That is why they were kept a bit separate.
Actually, Baba didn't even want the thought to enter their mind that they should be living.
Well, when the thought comes, you try to put them into action. So naturally, first thing to prevent is the thoughts.
If there were such thoughts, let's say, in a person's mind, would this come to Baba's attention?
Yes.
And if it comes to his attention, how would he work with the individual? What would
He would never, he would always say that thoughts may come, but don't put your thoughts into action. Because of our past sanskaras, impressions of our so many past lives, thoughts are apt to come, and thoughts come to everybody. We are not perfect. Thoughts of sex come, thoughts of wealth come, thoughts of, greed come, but you should not put them into practice. And Baba says that thoughts will come. Never mind, don't worry about the thoughts. Drive them away. Try to drive them away, and don't try to put them into practice.
Yes.
Bad thoughts, good thoughts naturally you should put into practice. But such thoughts of sex or greed or lust or anger or such things come, you should try to, suppress them.
I see. So, well, that would be the best way. So let the thoughts come. Don't bother.
Don't bother about the thoughts.
But let them go.
Because thoughts, we have no control over our thoughts. We can control our speech. We can control our actions also. But we cannot control it. It's not in our hands to control our thoughts.
I see. One cannot see into the
You see,
subconscious.
no,
So,
the mental, body, we get, it is with us from the beginning. Very often got dreams also. And then I told Baba, I'm living here with you. I had no thought of any sort of thing like this. Why? I say, don't worry about it. This has nothing to do with your life at present, but the dreams have also connection with our past lives.
I see. And what if people, when they dream about Baba, should they take this here? How should they take such dreams?
Well, you see, we should not give any undue significance to such dreams also. If you love Baba and take him as God, whatever the dreams, well, sometimes in dreams we get some hints of some coming danger or some coming difficulties. Well, we should keep that in mind.
But the main essence is that Baba is here to wake us up from all dreams.
Yes, not to create more dreams. That's true. Well, I don't know. There have been innumerable incidents equally important to me. Equally important to me. What particular one I should describe, can't say, but my impressions about the firm impressions that I got in the beginning about him, about his godhood, where I think I should consider the greatest. That was in the beginning when I never believed in God, or when no, not God. I believed in God, but I never believed in a God-man or avatar or Sadguru or saint or ever. Even I had not heard of Baba as such. As I have previously told you, I met him by just accident. In fact, they duped me to him, some of my relations. And impressions about that Abdullah Pakrawan, Chota Baba, and the saving Chagan from committing his suicide. These were they impressed me like anything. The first impressions were that, and they made my faith in him. The- At that time, it was just belief and faith. Later, I got the conviction of his godhood, and since then, I have not worried about anything, good or bad, material, spirit. I never cared for spiritual things. I never asked for questions about consciousness or life after death or life or the different planes or subtle body or mental body or all sorts of things. I had heard Baba giving discourses in those days. I had heard, and that's where I did not find it necessary any time to read even the books and discourses. Today even I feel that I have nothing to ask from Baba. Only I know that as I take him as God, as I have my conviction, he is God with me. It's not a feeling, it's not a belief. So whatever happens, it is his will and it has life stories. So we were to keep awake the whole night. In the car, Iraj was driving and we were to keep awake. So and we were not to have it even dozing like that. So we had to talk something. So that night, one particular night, Baba asked me to talk about my personal, how he came to Baba and how what happened afterwards. So I started talking and it took the whole night. Early hours of the morning it was over almost. Baba was so happy. He was very happy that well, the whole night we passed in your interesting talk. Oh, but that was Baba. He asked me to talk. Who talked? He talked through my mouth. But then for groups to talk these things, I don't feel it's my own personal history that I am repeating. To tell that it is all due to Baba and Baba's love is common knowledge. Everyone knows that. Of course, there are many incidents which do not come to my mind because it has not been my habit to record incidents or anything. Just if I can remember, well, many incidents with life with Baba in travels, staying with him in Merazad or Meherabad. There was a period for several years, every year on my New Year's Day or on my birthday, he used to call me there away from my family. Some other work or something, you come on such and such day. As if he does not know that it's my birthday, as if he does not know that it's the New Year Day to be with the family or not. One day even Iraj was so, not angry, but he would say, Baba, you every time you allow him, no, don't allow him to remain with his family even on his birthday. But not only calling me on my birthday, but he would do such things that he would make me cry. But I consider this as very good fortune. He had a certain purpose to tune me. For both the accidents, during many of his illnesses, even in this last illness, he made me play a very important role. Important from my point of view, that he gave me the opportunity to serve him, though I may not be worthy of it. Even on the last day, how he called me. You recorded all these things.
I don't know what
I think so many things we have talked that it is mostly repetitions. You know, I talk of 1968 January, 69 January. I mean, yes, 69 January. For my business, I was to go on 29th of January to Delhi for my business. I had orders from Baba always that even if I have to leave my home for a day, that is Bombay and Pune is a 3.5 hours journey by train. Even if I were to go in the morning and return in the evening, I have to inform Baba that Baba, I am going out of Bombay on such and such date, or I am going for business to this, or for personal reasons also. In fact, without his permission, permission is only just to inform him. Whether I get his yes or no is not. I have to inform him before leaving